remove this from the blowpipe now, so I'll take another solid stainless steel rod, put a little dollop of clear glass on the end of it. Quickly pull this rod to a turn, pass the rod off, shape that little bit of glass to what we call a punty. I'm going to pass this to the bottom of the foot of the piece, then break that piece away from the blowpipe. So we want this shaped up just so, and we want it heated just right. We don't want it to fuse, we want it to release when we're done shaping the piece. I can bring this to Dave now and he'll take control of it, plant it down in the center of the bottom of the vessel, and then line that blowpipe and punny rod up. And now he'll use the wet tool to introduce the stress into that tack line. And then he'll douse that tack line with water, creating some micro fractures so that when it gets the blowpipe tapped, the piece breaks right away from the blowpipe. We'll take that immediately to the glory hole where we'll flash the entire piece. And then pull it back, hand that off to Dave, give him a little more room with his doors. Now we've officially turned that bubble around. We've got what was the coldest part of that bubble now in the position to become the hottest. We're going to get that lift into a molten condition. We'll come back here to the bins and together we'll shape that lift out and get it prepared for its next manipulation. You notice that constant rotation of the rod, that's to counteract the effects of gravity because it is working with the liquid. It is to stop turning that glass would just drift off center. We would lose a nice symmetry that has worked hard to obtain up to this point. So he's going to go in. Take it quickly with his jacks and then go back and get some more heat. Even though we're working on the lift, you'll notice that he plunges the entire vessel into the glory hole. That's to maintain a minimum heat in that foot and the punty connection. If that gets too cold, it could release prematurely. We don't want that to happen. Now he's going to use a tool called the Sofietto. Insert that inside the opening. That'll allow him to get a little more expansion of that molten material at the top. Now back against his glory hole. Flash the entire piece, making sure that punty stays up to temperature. We've got to keep it up above 950 degrees. At 950 degrees, that glass will begin to crack. And you could release that piece prematurely. We don't want that to happen, so he's going to make sure he flashes real well. And now back at the bench, we'll work together again to get a nice even lift and a nice even opening. So he's going to allow those blades of that tool to spread open. Changing the contour now, you can see he's got a nicely formed bowl form. And now if you keep your eyes peeled to that glass, you'll see him change the shape of that radically. He's going to use a combination of heat and the rotations of his blowpipe or centrifugal fluid to spin that form open. You can see it beginning to grow now. One-shot deal. Now we've outgrown the glory hole. We'll bring the piece out, spin it open. And then you can hang it and allow gravity to take roll in the formation of the piece, or you can just keep spinning and keep a nice flatter form there. And there you have it. Once that glass is cooled off, it's set in place. And a nicely crafted piece of American hand-blown art glass. The colors don't really represent themselves truly until it's back at room temperature. They'll chip away at that puntee. There's a puntee rod of tap that breaks right away. And we put that in our 923 Mueller. Mr. Dave Burgess. Thank you. We want to thank you for coming out. Be aware that your ticket also affords you entrance into the main portion of the Moorian Gallery, where there's Salon 30, which hosts 4 artists at once for 30 days. Check that out. Make sure you check out the Tabuli collection down on Beach Drive. Go through the red door into our gallery. There's work in there that represents Dave, myself, and the other folks that do demos here at the Moorian, and some other local and regional glass casters, fusers, and slumpers. Some really nice eye candy in there, and it is all available for your buying pleasure. Besides that, if you're interested in learning how to blow glass, or if you have any other artistic uses whatsoever, photography, painting, metalworking, digital art, whatnot,